It's Labor Day weekend in downtown Chicago, which must mean it's time to break out the champagne and crown a champion. The AVP League, our championship quarterfinal matchups on the men's side are about to take shape. It's New York taking on Miami. Crab and Sander versus Shulk and Shaw. It is win or go home. That is how it works here at the AVP Championships. Kevin Barnett alongside Casey Patterson, Olympian in 2016. Casey, this could be a case of serve for your life with Sander versus Shaw.
Yeah, I love how you put that. You got two guys that have been on the indoor national team for a long time, guys that are notorious for big serves, right? They generate a lot of momentum and energy for their team, and I agree with you. This is like do or die, live by your serve type match.
All right, the 3 versus the 6, and they will feed in to face off with Trevor Crab and Phil Dalhouser, who came in number 2 during the regular season. That match will occur later today. On the other side, Smith and Weber, Buttinger and Evans, third meeting in this season for those Southern California teams to face off with the number 1 seed tomorrow in our men's semifinal, which will get the day started. We'll have a pair of semis as well as our finals as we look back here to a matchup that, per the service game, Sander with 4 aces, 3 blocks, hit .462, and a win in 3 for New York.
Yeah, I remember I was actually streaming this match from home and watching the battle that these guys went into, and it's so fun to watch a guy like James, so somewhat new on the beach, even though it's such good success. He's still kind of new in that sense, and how successful he's played and confident. It's great to see, and so I love the Taylor's experience, but I love seeing James and his momentum in the game right now.
Yeah, Shaw had 5 blocks and 2 aces, but critically 7 service errors. It's been a little feast or famine for James.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a nice ratio, and I think each team, they kind of allow guys to have more or less. Like for me, when I was playing with Jake, Tyler Hildebrand, and even Rich when they were coaches, like, hey, green light, Case, go for it. So they were okay with me missing because they knew it was going to pay off long term.
Now, Case, you were a talker throughout your entire career, and the last time these two teams met, it was super chirpy between the two teams. Do you think one of these teams has an advantage if that kind of environment breaks out again?
I love that you bring that up, and yes, the Taylors 100% have an advantage that way. They're entertainers.
How will James Shaw and his partner, the veteran Kame Shulk, who would be the oldest man in the AVP League, if not for the presence of Phil Dalhouser, how will they deal with it here? Kame's had an exceptional season, as has Phil.
Yeah, I think we're like fine wine over here. Once Kame came over to the U.S., he adopted that same mentality, and the knees just felt a little bit better. He could play a little bit longer, and you realize how grateful you are to just be at the beach and play volleyball for a living. Yeah,
maybe an Olympic team on the other side. Focus here on league play for Crab and Sander. Back together again. One out of Honolulu, one out of California. As mentioned, Taylor Sander already an Olympian a couple of times, bronze medal on the indoor side for the now 33-year-old, who will play at the net, leading the league in blocks, despite being just 6'5", playing much bigger.
Yeah, he's a guy I feel like even long-term could be a defender. He can do anything, and so for how good he is at blocking, it's incredible that he's only been playing for me, I feel like, 3-4 years.
Well, if you're playing alongside Taylor Crab, who has the shots, the angles, the nuance, and the control to make this game look so easy, you're not going to be the defender in that partnership.
Yeah, seriously. And I feel like they haven't even reached their potential yet, to be honest. I feel like they have so much magic they haven't even found as a team.
The sun has come out for the first time on a partly cloudy, picture-perfect Labor Day weekend in Chicago. 68 degrees, unheard of.
It's perfect.
If you haven't made plans to come out yet, please do it.
Yeah, it's perfect for playing and for spectating. It's like the perfect temperature.
A lot of volleyball yet to come today, and then we will have the championships tomorrow. We're underway here with a short serve, jump set, and a put away.
I like how this starts. Wow. I mean, first off, that short serve by Taylor almost hit the net. Then the jump set, an absolute 8-foot bounce by Kame. Good start.
James Shaw, 18 aces on the year, but 36 errors to go with it.
Yeah, and talking to Rich during Manhattan, that low toss, right?
Ooh, there's 19.
Well, if you got some good wind, you're confident. Also, you have to remember, Oak Street Beach, the sand is a little jumpier. James feels more at home, like he's in a gym, you know what I mean, with shoes on, and he's hitting that 12-foot mark probably.
Well, he doesn't have shoes on. Only person to wear shoes in a volleyball match on Oak Street Beach is Taylor Crabb.
That's right. That was so funny.
Had a foot injury a year ago, played the entire tournament in shoes and socks.
Get this guy sponsored like LeBron. Let's go. Lifetime sponsorship.
Signature sand shoe.
Yeah.
Put a paddle on it like a sand tire for a motorcycle.
Yeah.
That ball is served out from Taylor Sanders, so who can get the serve dialed in perhaps will determine this one. We know that Kame Schulk is going to put it in. 2 aces on the year. That is it, but only 10 errors in 8 matches.
Yeah, he's one of those stealthy guys, right? He reminds me of myself a little when I was playing indoor, like serving sub. Really efficient, not making errors, but I get the job done.
First transition there for Kame Schulk, a clean one. And these guys seem to be really good when Kame digs a ball, and they just keep it simple.
Yes, because they're both so physical too. They don't need to do anything extra. They don't need to be flashy. They can just simplify and execute.
Executing to a 4-1 lead here. Set number 1, elimination. Every one of our matches today, win or go home. There's some beautiful touch from Taylor Sanders, now living in Utah.
I think James saying that he didn't really touch that off Taylor's delay shot to start the rally right here. Like he didn't, right? He's way inside on that first shot from Taylor for them to even be able to cover the ball.
Option given. Schulk takes it.
Wow.
New York keeps it alive. Option again.
Never.
This time a winner.
Never twice. Come on. What a play by Taylor on that, though. James went high. Great play out of the net. Taylor's so good at being patient there. I always love the on-two, a little more space like that as well.
Shaw to the line again. A little bit of a misstep. Good pass for New York. And a smooth side out for Taylor Crabb, known as the Bug, growing up in Honolulu, Hawaii. Crabb just 6 feet tall. That might be generous. What is not generous is him taking 14 AVP heritage victories from the rest of the world, 5 of them with Taylor Sanders, who picks up the ace there down the middle.
There it is. That's the beginning, right? James started with an ace. Taylor's going to answer back. They're going to play a little game of horse so you can get the most aces. Love this big toss. He, of course, going to Sanders, he has that big high toss, right, compared to James. And so it lets him have that little pocket where he has time to decide.
Yeah, I'm a favor of that methodology when it comes to serving versus James's. Another dig. Oh, Sanders gives one. Oh, fast to the outside. There's the reverse. Oh, and the block for Crabb.
The best part is we all want it to happen, and Taylor is the best under 6 foot, although 6 foot blocker on the planet. He did a double pump on that. Little fadeaway J, just a little double pump. That was incredible.
That will keep Sanders back to the line. The crowd rising to its feet. That's an exciting way to get to 5-5 here in set 1. Shaw way off, cranks it.
Yeah, that, you know, out of system is my in system, as I like to say. That's the same for James. And that goes back to like his low toss, which I like as well, even though we want to look at the higher tosses. Because with this jumpy surface, I just want to go get on it at my peak as fast as I can and really have the trajectory.
Out of system is my in system. Will be on bookshelves this fall from Casey Patterson, his guide to life, as that ball is wide without a touch. Point Miami.
Make the uncomfortable comfortable.
Is that chapter 1?
Yeah, that's chapter 1.
Okay.
It's my Wim Hof version, but for beach volleyball.
7-5 Miami, 2-point lead. Last time they met, it was 3 sets. It was a 2-1 victory for New York. Schulk feeding his partner. A lot of small contacts here. Another point for the Mayhem.
Good high flat swing by Kame. That's something he's real good at.
The Taylors are out here to win matches, but also entertain the crowd. Kind of a unique style from New York.
Yeah.
We have to play a little bit different. Me and Taylor are a little bit more flashy. We want to make the incredible plays. I think that's why a lot of the fans like to watch us play, is because we're trying to have fun and put on a show for people and trying to bring something a little bit more unique. But I think that's the fun of the game, is everybody can play it in a different way and make it their own.
Making it their own right now, again, are Taylor and Taylor. But not at the end. That one short 9-5. Miami,
The downside.
the more consistent team at the moment.
Yeah, it's the Achilles heel we all have as entertainers. We play better when the crowd is entertained and we get to be like our true selves, right? We get to go out and put on a show. It fuels you to do that, and that's New York's MO. That's their identity. And like you said, you know, that's when they're playing their best, but it's sometimes there's the downside, like right there. There's a little bit too much at the end of a long rally where Miami's just getting it done, being consistent.
So New York already trailing by 4 here. Interesting that it was so chirpy last time. I haven't seen any talk this time thus far.
Yeah, it seems like they're both teams just kind of talking with their game, coming out, firing and serves and siding out.
Quick and low below James.
We've already seen more rallies than
he's moving a lot. Like James is diving a lot.
whole season.
Let's get back into this one. You got a few points. Still close to the middle.
Crowd getting warmed up here. Sun just coming out. You see the sweatshirts. It was a very nice 63 degrees this morning as everyone filtered in, and is now picture perfect for some incredible beach volleyball as the championships have come to Chicago. A league title in 2025 will be decided tomorrow. You got to make it through the quarters if you're anybody but the 1 and 2 seed. And a win in the semis will send you to our championships on CBS tomorrow. That ball is ripped, and it's a winner. And we know another winner besides you, Case, and that is Rich Lamborn, 2008 gold medalist. Hey, Richie.
How's it going, guys? Yeah, if you saw during the timeout there, different coach in the box for the Taylors. John Sutton, a good friend of both of theirs. I asked him, how much are you involved in the strategy for these matches since you're not kind of day-to-day with the squad? He said, quite a bit, actually. I'm an analytics guy. I made a heat map for my guys as to where the Miami Mayhem like to hit. And so a lot of strategizing going on, even with kind of a fill-in coach of sorts.
Taylor's playing much of the season without a coach, on their own. And apparently without heat maps. There's their own heat.
Coach, did you heat map our offense? I'd just like to see where my best bounces are from.
It's just the entire court is just red.
Yeah. Sanders like, yep, it's anywhere. I'm putting it up into the stands. I love that, though, as a team that, you know, players similar that loves playing off the vibes and entertaining. You need those guys that are analytical to kind of settle you in and give you some information.
Sander can't quite get to that one off of Shulk. You'll see Shaw jump set a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, well, his history as a setter, it's the most natural thing he does. Does a couple of things. Rich and I talked about that a little bit before, too. It speeds up the offense even more and adds the option, right? So you're, like, doubling down on the hesitation from the defensive side.
James Shaw, an All-American setter all the way to the national title match during his time at Stanford. Woodside, California native, right there near Stanford. Father coached the women and the men at that venerable university. National titles on the women's side as Shaw picks up a stuff block there, although I know they traced their lineage back to Corsicana, Texas.
Okay.
Because Don Shaw's dad was down there handing out old letters that he had gotten a hold of from his family as they moved across from the East Coast to Corsicana back in the 1800s.
Wow.
Yeah, incredible. And that ball is crushed by Taylor Crabb. They still trail by 4. Time is a wasting here in set 1.
Yeah, this not a lot of time here. We got to go on a big run, side out. We want, you know, I would want Sander back here just bombing his jump serve. Get a couple real points here.
Crabb with a nice dig. They need this conversion. No. Shulk lays that platform out. Chips it a little too close to Sander, who fires on it.
I love how well Sander actually hit that ball on his way up. He didn't give James time to read. He didn't have to pump fake it on his way up, which is nice to have a lot of hang time. He clips that ball off real quick and sharp.
Working on Schulk. It'll be a back set to him. And that ball is off the block. Sander tried to sell it.
You know, having a history training with Kame before his first Olympics, his old partner Ben. That's
Ben Saxton.
And Ben Saxton, exactly. Kame is such a good high hands attacker. It's something that no one talks about.
They've been working on Crab, has Miami. Here comes James. Goes this time to Sanders, right? Tough serve.
What a
tough
set.
swing.
What a set. Oh my gosh!
Into the crowd.
Sonic boom. That was incredible.
That might be the most ridiculous swing of the year.
Where's the Hammer Award? It needs to just show up right now, on the court.
We'll put it in a FedEx box. We'll get it here tomorrow just because of that swing there.
That not also was an insane bounce. It was from 30 feet from the net. Taylor was off the court bump setting.
A positively ridiculous swing, but still worth only 1 point. And there's another. We are at a set point here for Miami. Remember the stakes. Win and you move on, lose and you are done. Your season is over. You'll be looking forward to 2026. Crab with the set on the line. Puts it on the line.
Something about New York, though, I feel like they always kind of need a little bit extra threat of a loss to really turn on their super competitors. And so that's why I think a lot of their matches end up going 3 because of that too.
A little bit of wind kicking across in the face of Crab. Second set point. Shaw.
Oh,
nailed it.
Okay.
How do you respond to one team crushing the ball straight down? You do it on set point and go up 1-0.
You go crossbody, I'll go wrist away.
15-11. Miami controls set number 1 from early on. They opened 4-1. They hold that lead all the way to 15-11. New York is going to look for a way to get back into this one. Played almost even volleyball. Will that continue into set 2? It's do or die for the New York Nitro. They've detonated once. They're going to need a few more offensive explosions to continue here in 2025.
How about a little magic? How about a little magic, huh?
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Once a day, they hold a derby here on Stadium Court. It's always good when the kids get involved, as everyone rides the donkey, some with more success than others. Mark Sherman keeping everyone entertained. If you didn't make it out to an event this year, you better start planning for 2026 to join us courtside for AVP League play. You can still join us later today or tomorrow. We have quite a lineup. 3 more matches yet to go today after this one. And then semifinals as well as finals tomorrow. Benish and Partain are waiting for tomorrow. The number 1 seed, Dallas Dream. They're waiting for the winner of Smith Weber. Buttinger Evans, the 3rd matchup of that one. I can't wait to see where Smith and Weber are. They've been one of the most entertaining teams all year. And the winner here gets Phil and Trevor. Could be a crab boil. Our women's side is set. Newberry and Urango, the number 6 seed, continued their winning ways in straight sets. They'll meet Brandy and Melissa later today. Denneberg and Donlin emphatically over Miami 2-0. They will get Brasher and Nuss, the Manhattan Beach Open champions, 2-time defending champs. We're looking for a league title in 25.
So many good matches lined up.
Interestingly, they are first-timers, rookies, when it comes to playing the AVP championships. Did not make the championship field last year.
That's right.
Brasher and Nuss. Kevin Barnett alongside Olympians Casey Patterson and Rich Lamborn as New York opens with a big stuff block from Taylor Sander, leading blocker in the league.
It is nice try. Never twice on me with the jump set. What a good block. Look, Taylor's so patient. Like, I'm here for both.
Sander, 27th block on the season. His partner with a dig here and a quick set.
Yeah.
Put away, what speed and transition.
I love it. Taylor just go with a little garden trowel, just a little shovel, just a little guy here. Just, you know, pick a carrot, and then boop. What a line shot, little stop sign.
Wait, did he just boop that ball off the cliff right there?
He just booped
He just booped him?
Just rolled it right off the cliff.
Oh! Straight down again. James Shaw, I'll tell you what, James Shaw could have the most potential left of anyone in beach volleyball in America.
Yes, I 100% agree. I get that feeling every time I watch him play with how dynamic he is, how big he is, but then also how smooth and like fluid his style is.
3-1 New York up early, and that will continue here, running to 4-1 with the net violation. New York, who's coming with a record of 6-2, went 2-0 in the Hamptons, 2-0 in Austin, split weekends in Miami and Central Park. Well, that Central Park event was something else. Oh, beautiful back set. And that ball is too wide, net violation anyway. Another point for New York. They've really responded here in set 2.
Yeah, right. They've given themselves a lot of opportunities, and then they're executing when they do have those chances, right? There's still the flash, there's still the entertainment side, but they're definitely locked in.
A complete reversal of fortune. New York trailed 4-1 to open set 1. Here they lead 5-1 and have caused Miami to use their timeout 6 points in.
They're kind of the Rocky Balboa team. You got to punch them in the face a little bit, and then they actually start playing.
They've shown some wrinkles. They've split blocked, slide attacks.
On that line serve, even though he has more options, he's got to come to. He's coming that way. Like when you're serving this Kane's line, I like it better for Taylor. Yeah, so I just stick with that.
I gotta just stay.
Yeah.
On that option, ball, just stay in the angle.
Yeah.
Maybe leave my right a little bit. All right, hey, let's go.
Yeah, keep it up. Let's go.
John Sutton, he did put some
nervous.
product in that this morning.
Hair is flowing.
Yeah, trying to win the award here and win the second set to stay alive. It is do or die for New York. They have so far done. They're up 5-1. Will they go to some of those various attack line patterns? They're probably the best watch in the league. And really good when they face off with brother Trevor Crabb and Phil Dalhouser. That could happen again. Phil Dalhouser said he was retiring and then won the League Cup championship. So we'll see you next year, Phil. Mr. Favre. That's how you pronounce D-A-L-H-A-U-S-S-E-R. Favre.
I'm just glad Phil's still playing.
Me too.
I love it.
Yeah, I wanted more Phil. I was going to be really sad to see him go, and now he's not. I'll have to eulogize him again next year at the Delgados. That dig is out of bounds from Kane Schulk.
That's something to talk about here at Oak Street Beach with the sand, very similar to like a Huntington Beach, a little jumpier, right? So guys
even
have
thinner, yes.
Yeah, and even more shallow. They have bigger windows. They can hit angles from farther off the net, and so the defense has to adapt a little bit to that.
I know there's some discussion about the indoor sand we've had throughout the year as a block is taken. James with some defense. That'll have to go. Yes, it's inside. Good view by our officials. And the ball touched. Point New York.
What a rundown by James. Going back to you, even talking about that, the potential that he has. A big guy being able to run a ball like that down off the block is tough to do.
Yeah, there was talk of the jumpy sand at various venues this year. I came out here yesterday. Now, they have tilled the entire court. It is still shallow. Yesterday, you wouldn't sink but maybe an inch into the ground.
Yeah.
That's just this natural beach.
Right. At some
packed.
points, you can really almost launch like you're off a grass or hard surface. Oh, okay. Wow, little smoke and mirrors? What is that, the key in the lock? I don't know, the Narnia? It's the coat closet?
Casey, are you okay? Where did you go?
I'm trying
Are you with a goat by a light in the snow?
I'm actually rattled when I don't have a name for something.
Yeah, you'll have to come up with that. Casey Patterson, our resident freestyle skiing expert. Oh, slapped over!
Okay.
Take that,
Wow.
Taylor Crabb.
Oh, jeez. Not a four-way stop. It's just a roundabout.
Crabb, usually the one dishing out those opportunities.
Good on the move. Good cutty. Came in as a crossbody guy, so I'm glad he went crossbody with that.
Kame Schulk represented Canada in the Olympics. He's eligible to represent the United States now, having naturalized and moved his federation to America, as that cut shot cannot be done any better.
Yeah, Taylor lets that fall almost to his shoulder, like he's a waiter holding a platter above his head.
8-4 on the side switch. Of course, 1 per set at 8. Not a ton of wind here, but if I had to take a side, I'd probably take the New York side right now after the switch.
Yeah, it definitely favors that side a little bit more than the other.
Taylor Crabb, 8 kills, 8 digs with that last one. Can he pick up one of each here? Maybe a dig and a conversion. Schulk pulls that one out of his pocket. Second chance put away again. The jump set of Shaw deceptive.
Good. Because what if he doesn't do that? Taylor just gets to go line up on Kame and get a huge block, momentum builder, versus just that little hesitation that James creates every time.
Miami looking for a comeback performance here. Otherwise, we'll be headed 3 to what amounts to a do-or-die set for both teams. Right now, it is New York that must win this one, or they are done for 2025. Shaw sinks it over.
He makes both sides good for him with that jump serve.
A 4-1 run off that ace by Shaw. Got one early. New York's been handling it since. He'll roll this one. Crabb's seen that play before. And he has all the shots, does Taylor Crabb.
Taylor, he's deadly in deep sand, and then you give him this little shallow stuff where he has even more range and even bigger window, and with how creative he is, it's borderline impossible to stop it.
Those that are playing the Calcutta this weekend are happy Taylor Crabb is busy elsewhere. He'll cut it to Schulk. Another beautiful set. This time a better block.
That's such a good read by Taylor. It's kind of good to just kind of meet up on Kame and stand in his angle and then make your move.
Second block for Sander, who's always had that capability. At just 6'4", always played bigger at the net, indoors included. Shaw forgoes the option to give it away to his partner. Double gator. Push. Crabb. Another dig to convert.
Little Ingapeth to finish.
Oh, yes.
The Falco now? What do we call it these days?
Well, Irvin's the original.
Yeah.
TJ is the Memorex.
Yes. TJ goes with the backhand. He goes the hacksaw version. What a scoop. And that's his magic, right? That's the entertainment value, the calm and the fun factor right there in transition.
Well, they're bringing the fun and the score here. Now 11-6, backside Shaw, who played opposite in Italy as well as France in his indoor career. After being a setter at the same level, he's comfortable on that right side opposite roll.
I was going to say, that swing feels like just a home-cooked meal for him.
No word on whether Schulk made venison or bear. That one's over the top by Sander. They hold the advantage here, continue to lead by 5. We're looking, it appears, at our first 3-setter of the day.
Yeah, the Taylors have woken up. Flip the switch here.
A serve. It was down the middle before. It's down the line now. And they are 2 away from sending us to a do-or-die set. Second ace for Sander.
I love when somebody steps into the middle and you don't ever give me that line. How dare you?
Too tight. Poked over. Crab reads it. Eats to convert. 14-7.
For those of you that saw that, that is a very high level play by Taylor Sander, not trying to block that. All Kame wants is someone up with him, information, a block to tool, something to joust, and he gave him nothing.
Set point, 6-1 run, New York. Been working on Shulk. Not this time, but plenty of distance here for New York to close. Who will carry the momentum? Our 14-point mark here in set number 2 finds New York on the way to sending us 3. Sander, a little bit to the middle, and cross body. Let's play 3.
Just throws a dart on his way up. I love that swing. Hasn't even finished peaking yet and just throws the dart straight down.
So that'll do it. 15-8, an emphatic answer from New York. We wondered what would change. They changed it from the very start. 5-1 open as the teams choose sides here with John King, the R2 here in match number 3 on beautiful Oak Street Beach. So look at our men's bracket. Of course, this could feed into another crab boil. We had one in the Manhattan Beach Open Heritage event. Will it be Crab and Sander, or will it be Shulk and Shaw? Trevor Crabb and Phil Dalhausser getting in some reps on the outer court in their signature pink. And we've talked to Taylor about playing with Trevor, his brother.
What's it like losing to your brother? When we first split up and he beat me a couple of times, it was like, shit, I was always watching like the win-loss ratios between us. I mean, so I just appreciate the challenge in playing him because we know each other so well that I love it.
It's almost the only time that you really get Taylor to engage a ton with the other side.
Yes, yes, 100%. Usually it's with his partner or with us on the side, giving us little like fist bumps or whatever. But that is the only side he looks across the net and is like, I'm here, dude. Like, let's go. It's so true. I love it. The brotherly battle.
Yeah, Trevor now with the advantage. But those title meetings, those big ones, are split exactly apart. What a big one it would be if we get a crab boil in the semifinals for a berth into the championship match here in 2025 AVP League play. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kevin Barnett alongside the Olympians, Casey Patterson, Rich Lamborn, as we are ready for the third set. Crab and Sander held up their hitting percentage in that second set. It didn't work out for Miami. We'll play to 15, win by 2. Winner gets Crab and Dalhausser. I'm not sure that's a prize.
Yeah. You get, yeah.
Shulk, been the target. He's going to try and hit his way out of that box.
I like that spacing. I feel like, especially on this beach, we've been talking about that, the first 2 sets, that because of the sand and the depth, you can give yourself a little more room to hit those angles, go over flat on the block, and kind of create a little bit bigger offensive window.
Crab just leaves the hand up there. He's got all the shots, all the angles.
And this is where the Taylors thrive. They love being pressure situations, third set games. Like, for me, this is where I feel like I watch them, the most version of themselves is like in these games.
Yeah, Crab's been the target all year long. 158 attempts coming into Sanders' 104.
Yeah, I think that would probably change a little if they were on opposite sides, with Taylor being able to go on 2 from the left a little bit more, but.
Nice set, little distance from the net. Has James Shaw in indecision lane.
Yeah, that's the window I wanted my blockers to feel like they're in the whole time. Give it to me 8-10 feet off where they don't know whether to stay up or pull, and then that's where I want them.
So 2-2, playing to 15, elimination set here at the AVP Championships. As James Shaw, the on-2 opportunities have been sparse in the last little while here.
Yeah, I think you feel like you need to kind of settle in and maybe eliminate doing those, when in reality that's what got you to this point, and that's what gave you such a great start to this match.
Shaw already with a couple of aces, Sander with a couple on his side. Does somebody pick it up big here in the third decider? There's a miss. How do you do, Case, what do you do? How do you balance the risk versus the reward? Shaw last time, 2 aces, 7 errors, and a loss against New York.
Yeah, there's a little self-correction that I would have to do, and I think then there's also a little bit of a team talk. When you know you're a green light guy, you're the guy that serves us into wins and creates momentum. There, you have the green light, but then also you need to be able to self-calibrate, right? Like, hey, maybe I should go to this another position along the back line and hit a different spot a little bit more consistently, or there's a lot of layers you can change and still be 100% on.
Okay, serving is like ogres. There are lots of layers.
Lots of layers.
Oh, setting. There are lots of layers to that as well, as Shaw dishes off a beautiful bump set to the middle. Shulk and Shaw, 2-point advantage. 5-3 Miami. These sets can get away from you so quick if you gave up a few. Same shot, this time dug by Shaw and Shulk. And Kane with the conversion.
Good run. For a long time, and just trust.
Would you think about a timeout here? 6-3.
Yeah. Yes, because it's what this is, like a normal set to 21. This is 1960.
Now this is to 15. To stay alive. Oh, lay it off even more. Taylor Crabb, 6-4.
Well, like
must have side out there.
You go back to the start. James and Kane just influenced and controlled everything. On 2, bombing their serve, and then when the Taylors fought back, they've just been a little bit quiet and just reactive versus proactive.
Well, they went 3 last time they met, the only meeting on the year. Going 3 again here. Shaw gets another kill there. And this is a different James Shaw. You know what's in his mind a little bit. He had 0 kills in that 3rd set against New York last time.
Yeah, he's like, I'm flipping the switch. This is my chance to really turn it on. And that's what you need. You need a little fire, a little edge. If I'm Kane, I'm getting him fired up. I want my guy to just go off for me right now.
All right, can he go off from the line? He'll serve from the middle. Missed last time. Not this time! Got it! Ace serve, James Shaw in control of this set at the side change. 8-4.
Oh yeah, if I'm Kane, I'm just like, you're the man. Remember last time, I'm getting him fired up like we belong in the finals. You know, I would just be saying whatever I needed to get him to just open the door for us.
Shaw's 3rd ace goes to the side change. Will he have it from this side? Not a ton of wind, despite us being outside here in Chicago. Another tough one, overpass. Shaw picks it up and puts it away. This is the kind of thing that fills me with such optimism for James.
Exactly, a big man. He can scramble, he can bomb from both sides of the court. He can turn, lay out, call for a ball when he's not even looking, and still execute with a soft, slimy line shot. Like, that's world level gold medal volleyball.
Miami, 6-1 run. Tough serving from James Shaw. Another ace! Number 4.
Feel it now. See, and that's the edge. That's the edge. Kane can be this consistent, steady one. James can light it up and be the dictator of the momentum.
Shaw drops another ace in this service round. That is 2 of his 4 just in this opportunity to the line. Shulk digs it in. Sander v. Shaw, tight. Over the top and down.
Good scramble play, nice flat swing by Taylor.
A lot of work to do here.
Yeah, this is where his magic needs to find it here.
I want to take some inspiration from that Troy Field commercial. A little magic, huh? Oh, that one a misfire. He did not pick the card. Four away, Miami. So we would have the number 6 seed on both the men's and the women's side go through if Miami closes this one. San Diego on the women's side already opened with a 2-0 win, sending LA home for the season.
Yeah, that was a quick match. They played so well from start to finish. If there's anybody that can have some magic here, it is the Taylors, though. They can create some epic runs. They get the crowd involved. The energy completely changes. If anyone can do it, it's them.
You think it has to happen now? There's one.
There it is. Wow. He bounced that into the stands.
Ace number 1 for Taylor Crabb in this match. Just his 9th ace on the season. Shaw picks this one off with the platform and lays it down.
That is so smooth. That's impressive. Such a good approach. Nice and tall. Just wrapping over. There's nothing you can do as a blocker.
James can take over matches. One against LA this year. 5 aces for the side, 4 of which belong to James Shaw, and he gets another there. That is now 5 aces for Shaw and 3 in his last 2 service runs. He has owned this 3rd set. 13-7. Miami looking to move on. For the 2nd straight year, it looks like New York is going to exit in the quarters.
Yeah, there's not a lot of time left to create any sort of run, especially if Miami just sides out once. But like I said, if it is possible, this team can do it.
Ball's going to be in. It is trouble. Shaw does not care. Match ball number 1 for the Miami Mayhem. James Shaw, Kame Shulk. To go to the semifinals. Kame. They'll have to wait at least one more. Match point 2, upcoming, plenty of room for Miami to take it easy. Bad pass, saved, and put away.
What a set by James.
So a match that featured a lot of straight down power ends with a little bit of craft in 15-9. Miami on the strength of James Shaw's serving.
Yeah, what an incredible performance by James, not only in the serving, but jump setting and setting the tone from the start of the match. Like, he dictated, when they are winning, he dictates the whole thing. And Kame is so smooth and consistent and high level. I love this partnership and I love their potential.
Shaw, 5 aces in the match, 3 in the pivotal 3rd set. In that elimination moment, James Shaw stood up big. Congratulations all around as the Miami Mayhem are going to be moving on to face Trevor Crabb and Phil Dalhausser. I didn't see anyone take off their tank top. That's why we're giving out beads here.
Yeah, what's going on?
New York Nitro will finish with a record of 6-3, and unfortunately their playoff berth, their playoff window has closed here in 2025. Hopefully Crabb and Sander are back again next year. For Shulk and Shaw, they will continue on. Number 6 is a good seed to have, apparently.
Yeah, right? It's incredible. I'm going to love to see this matchup with the big dogs, James and Phil now. It's kind of like the changing of the guard in a sense.
Yeah, will it be Shaw who can again control the net against the veteran Phil Dalhouser, has had himself a renaissance season. That'll be our semifinal later today here in Chicago. Looking forward to having that one on the CW for you. The Miami Mayhem went 3. They won 15-11 in the first. Lost 15-8 in the second, then rebounded behind the big man, James Shaw. 3 aces in the set, 5 for the match, 15-9 the win, and they are semifinal bound. We have one more quarterfinal. It's coming up next. Won't you join us for more from Chicago and Oak Street Beach, the AVP Championships?